Test. Test.
We are live.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this afternoon's broadcast of the Sarum Knights against the Loomis Chaffee Pelicans, coming to you live from the hilltop via the Sarum Sportsnet. Thanks in part to our producer, Dr. Ian Johnson. Tonight's matchup is between the Salisbury School Knights, standing at 10-10, and the Loomis Chaffee Pelicans, sitting at 15-6. Excuse me. We will give you the starting lineups in just 1 second here today without my co-host, Jordan Rochelson, who is away on leave with a squash match down at Kent. Starting for the Knights, number 3, Bryce Daly. Another guard next to him, number 2, Dylan Sanchez. Number 10, Brendan Ruffley. Number 32, the big man. That would be Justin Oliveras, and number 13, Mitch McQuaid. Tough start, shot clock violation for the Knights here in the early going. Now, starting lineup for the Loomis Chaffee Pelicans, number 33, Jake Gleason. Number 5 with the ball, KJ Harris. Number 32, Nelson Boachi-Yiadem. And that is number 55, who we do not have a number 4 on the roster, but he gets the first bucket here for Loomis Chaffee. And rounding out the lineup is number 12, Jalen Cobb. Knights on the ball now. That is Sanchez, top of the key. Kicks out to the big man, Olivares, bullying his way down low. Misses the first one, gets the second one. He's been big down low for the Knights all season. Jalen Cobb on the ball. Kicks over to Boachi-Yiadem, who goes in strong and draws the foul on number 10, Brendan Ruffley. First foul on the Knights. Boachi-Yiadem will go to the line for 2. Boachi-Yiadem is a senior out of London, England, and is actually committed to play basketball next year at Davidson College. Watched him in warm-ups a little bit. The guy's got springs, and actually about 6 or 7 of the members of the Loomis team look like they can dunk, and we're putting on a bit of a show, so we'll see if we get any fireworks here tonight. Daly handling the ball for the Knights. High pick and roll with Olivares. Great pass down low, and finished after a little bit of a hesitation there by Olivares. Daly wanted him to go up strong on the first attempt, but finally got the bucket to go. Loomis now up and under. And finally put home there. That is number 33, Jake Glazen, the 6'8 forward out of Wantagh, New York. Knights cycling the ball behind the rack. Beautiful pass inside by Sanchez. Olivares couldn't get the finish, but draws the foul. He'll be going to the line. That's an area that he struggled all year with, shooting poorly from the free throw line. Let's see if he can get it going here today early. Just an update on the Knights. Last game, unfortunate 43-40 loss versus Avon in a rivalry game that saw the Knights get off to a poor first half offensive start. Finally clawed their way back in and had the game within reach, but an untimely turnover towards the end led to 2 easy baskets for Avon, and they walked away with the win. This is 55, No Name on the ball. Ball up top with KJ Harris, the 6-foot guard from McKinney, Texas. Harris on the ball. Back to Boachi-Yiadem. Knights doing a good job keeping their hands up in the passing lanes. And from distance, No Name off the front iron. It won't go. Daly on the ball. Now, Daly had 19 points for the Knights in their last match against Avon and brought the team back after a, again, poor start in the first half. Unfortunately, had a chance to tie it with a three-pointer in the waning seconds. Couldn't get it to go, but coming off a good game for Daly. Roughly with the ball. Step back. Triple. Short. And rebounded by Boachi-Yiadem. Boachi-Yiadem, the big man with the handles. Ball up top with No Name. No Name back to Boachi-Yiadem. Loomis patient in their attack. And straight to the rack. That's number 12, Jalen Cobb, the 6'2 guard out of Ellenwood, Georgia. Choosing to come to school all the way up north and putting some good minutes here for the Pelicans early. Roughly, triple from the same spot. Short once again. Tough start here for Roughly. Oh, nice cross there by No Name. Can't get the finish, though. Knights on the push. 3-on-4. And finally joined by Olivares. Slow up the court. Daly, nice spin move. Got him for the bucket. Daly showing off those handles. Quintessential all season. Oh, my goodness. No Name to the rack. Thought that last move by Bryce Daly couldn't be done. Outdone, but that was a beautiful move, a sweeping up and under to catch the Knights off guard. Daly with the ball, top of the key. Olivares on the shoulder. Nice pass into the cutting Sanchez, who can't handle it and steps out of bounds. Knights looking a little bit sloppy here on the early going, but just down one. Loomis Chafee currently on a 9-game winning streak and 9-1 in their last 10. Having a great season, sitting at 15-6. On the ball now, number 12, Jalen Cobb. Trying to feed Boachi Yiadem. Nice bounce pass back from Boachi Yiadem. That's great two-man basketball. And Davidson really got a lot to look forward to with number 32, Boachi Yiadem. Great pass. Roughly on the ball now. Knights looking to get Olivares the ball at the shoulder. Takes a two. And that will go Loomis's way. Olivares choosing to take the long two. Couldn't get it to go. Looked close. Nice rotation. But at the end of the day, clanged off the rim. No Name with the ball. Well, Knights looking for a travel or something there. Looked like he carried the ball there, but no call. A little bit of information about the Pelicans head coach, led by Russell Rock Battistoni in his first season as the Loomis head coach. He's working in the admissions office, coming off of a few years coaching at Cheshire. And before that, stints with several other teams from the NBA on down to the D-League. Battistoni actually played professionally over in Europe, and it looks like if they've got 6 or 7 players that can dunk, I think Battistoni can get up as well. Looks to be 6'8", 6'9", towering individual. As I mentioned previously, Loomis hot right now, 9-game win streak, and that in part to their good amount of depth, but their three-point shooting. They've got several players on this team that can launch from distance, and that makes a dangerous combination. As previously mentioned, they are big down low and have some springs. Another player to point out, we've talked a little bit about Boachi Yiadem, who you saw make a great play earlier, is No Name. Unfortunately, we don't have him, but we will get back to that when we can. And Jaden Dallaire, who led the team to a 85-74 victory over Cheshire with 30 points in their last match. Daly on the ball for the Knights now. Loomis putting in a little bit of a press, trapping well. Roughly kicks out and handled there by the Knights. After eating off 10 seconds of clock, Daly, top of the key, going one-on-one, misses just long. Knights can't come up with a rebound. No Name on the push. No Name kicks. And a nice pump fake there by number 12, Jalen Cobb. Can't get it to go. Big board inside by 33, Jake Gleason. Loomis being patient, setting up their offense. Boachi Yiadem with the ball. Puts it on the floor. One dribble and to the rack. Boy, look at the length of the legs. Took one power dribble, 2 steps, and he's right at the backboard. That's going to be a tough one for the Knights. They're going to have to figure out how to double or deny to get the ball out of Boachi Yiadem's hands. Olivares on the shoulder. Now to Roughly. Roughly picked up there. Good defense by Loomis, and they get the turnover. And laid in by number 5, KJ Harris. Great play there. Active in the paint. KJ Harris takes it all the way down over the extended arms of Bryce Daly. Strong move by Oliveris inside. Finishes with the left with a little bit of an hey! Wanted the foul, didn't get it, but good to see Oliveris not settling for those long twos and using his big body to bully down low. Bochidem at the top now to No Name. Looking to post up, can't get it in. Loomis circulating the ball on the outside. Knights playing good defense. KJ Harris, spin move inside. No foul. And Daly back up the court for the Knights. Loomis leading 18-10. A nice right-to-left crossover by Daly, but he's denied by Jalen Cobb. Great defensive play, and Loomis on the break, executing well. Tell you what, Loomis has been active tonight defensively, and creating turnovers is one of the things that they do best. If you read through their reports, you'll see that they've been turning the ball over on teams all year and actually getting points off of those turnovers. Turnovers are one thing. Can you take advantage and get the bucket at the next end? Oliveris just long, trying to play bully ball down low with a little bit of a pretty finish. Triple miss long, rebound by Ruffley. And Knights with a 5-on-4 advantage, but hustling to get back there is Jalen Cobb. Daly, jump step, kicks it out to Ruffley. Triple from the corner, misses long, gets his own rebound, and is fouled going strong to the rim there. That's how you follow your shot, is what we hear from our producer, Ian Johnson, a esteemed basketball player himself. Really a headband basketball type of guy. Sometimes a handkerchief turned around, Tupac style on occasion. Ruffley gets the first to go. Ruffley 0 for 3 from distance to start this game. Good to see him get back inside. We'll be looking for some of those spin moves that Ruffley likes to break out when he gets down low. Hasn't been able to do so yet. Second free throw to fall, and Loomis Chafee is up 20-12, about halfway through the match. Ball mishandled by number 55. Kicked out to Jalen Cobb. Jalen Cobb on the ball. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Bochidem sets the pick. Kicked out. Number 24. Josh Menard misses on the three. And this ball will be going Knights' way. Referee on the ball right now. Art, who just heard me say his name. He's actually a soccer ref in the fall. And the Northeast Connecticut region rep. So shout out to you, Art. Daly on the ball. Kicks it out to the news coming sub. That is Parker Stone. Loomis on the push. That is 24 Menard. Menard kicks it out to No Name, who is still in the game. Rebound there by Sanchez. Good block. Good box out, by Mitch McQuaid. Daly on a dribble. High pick and roll there with Ruffley. Ruffley shoots out. Daly still on the ball, playing one-on-one. Oh, and a beautiful spin move, and can't get it to go with the right. But Daly gets his own ball. Woo! And an up and under a la Rajon Rondo-esque right there, but misses short. Great effort there by Daly. And defensively gets the call. That will be a travel against the Pelicans. Checking in for the Knights now, number 5, Winston Jules. Jules representing Brooklyn, New York. A junior at 5'11", 160. Jules got to hit the weight room here, get a little bit more weight on that body of his, but he is speedy as hell. A little bit of a press here from Loomis. Good two-man play between McQuaid and Daly. Sling pass from McQuaid, who's headed to Northeastern next year to play baseball. Dude's got a cannon. Shows it off there. Loomis back the other way. That's number 14 into the game now, Chase Collier. Menard on the ball now. Over to Boachiedem, and down low, number 41, Adeleke Carrera. Beautiful move there from the 6'10 forward from Winterthur, Switzerland. Winterthur, that's pretty funny. Like, oh, what time of year is it over there? Well, it's Winterthur right now, actually. Representing well. That kid's got springs. He was throwing some yams down in warm-ups. Big rebound there by Boachiedem. Pushing now. Ball with Collier. Kicked out to number 2, Reese Brown, recently checked into the game. Second unit in here for the Pelicans. Except Boachiedem remains in the game to work with this younger squad. Calling a foul there on the Knights. That's Josh Menard on the ball for the Pelicans. Substitution now, that'll be roughly out. Olivares re-enters the game for the Knights. Knights mixing the lineup up here a little bit. And there's Art showcasing his typical strict calling of a game. Kicked out, pump fake. Up top now. Oh, and a beautiful stroke there from Adeleke Carrera out of Winterthur, Switzerland. He can do it inside and out. Picked up at half court is Daly. Daly on the ball. Throws down to the low post. Olivares throws the shimmy, throws the shimmy. Big dribble, gets up and under, and a beautiful move there by Olivares, showcasing his skill with the ball as a big man. Great play there. Loomis running some off-ball screens. Kicked out wide to Carrera. Carrera takes a dribble, kicks out to Boachiedem, who's just off the mark. Rebounded there by Winston Jules, the call-up from last year's JV team. Highly successful JV team. Good to see Jules out here with the varsity, getting some time late in the season. Nice cross by Bryce Daly, but once again, nice moves. All Swedish, no finish here for the kid. Loomis on the drive, kicked out. Beautiful play there by number 24, Josh Menard. Can't cash in, though, as Carrera misses the triple. Dotson calling a play. Kicked out to Stone. Top of the key now. And back to Daly, who kicks down low. Is this a little bit of deja vu, giving Olivares the ball on the low block and punched out. Nice play by Boachiedem. Falls right back to Daly, who finally gets that one to go on the short teardrop in the lane. Daly looking good in the early going, but unfortunately hasn't been able to get some of those bunnies to go. Knights down 25-16 after the timeout from the Knights. Play set to resume with 3 minutes and 31 seconds left in the first half here on the Sarum Sportsnet. Coming to you live from the Hilltop as we do almost every game, as many as we can. Still working on it. And that is 24, Menard with the ball. Kicked out. Bad pass, but handled there by Reese Brown, number 2. Menard on the ball. Menard driving, defended well there by Sanchez. Rebound by Brown there over Winston Jules. Great defense on that last possession there by the senior, number 2, Dylan Sanchez. Knights down 11. Olivares back in that familiar location on the low post. And he is that a foul or is that a dive? It looks like a push, but it almost looked like he was given a dive motion there. Thought Olivares was going to get a yellow card for a second there, but no. Bochi Yidem back in the game. He has played hefty minutes here for the Pelicans early. And Daly to inbound as he has done all season, or at least in the latter portion. A nice give and go right there between the big man Olivares. Give him the apple. Finds Daly in the corner. And that'll be 3 for number 3. Menard on the ball up top. Jacks it up. Boy. He didn't even have to check that ball. Straight in, straight down. Roughly guarded by Menard. Roughly pulls up. And can't get the triple to go, but gets his own board. He's been everywhere tonight. Good follow of the shot right there. Failed box out by the Pelicans. Olivares coming to get the ball from Daly. Roughly on the screen. Pops and can't get it to go. Tough start from 3, and the Knights not crashing the offensive boards to get these second chance opportunities. Ball mishandled out of play by number 41, Adeleke Carrera. And let's see if the Knights can take advantage of this and get a run going here. Equate to inbound. Loomis with a loose full zone right there. And that'll be an and one for Roughly. Good to see him going hard to the rack. Shoots well from the free throw line and shoots well from down low. Took it straight to the body there of the Loomis Pelican. Looked like a little bit of a lazy full court press there by Loomis. If you're going to press, you got to press hard. Otherwise, you're simply allowing a 3-on-3 situation potentially down low, and the one-on-one opportunity with a player like Roughly, he's going to capitalize. At the line for 1. Cash it in. Roughly 3 for 3 from the line here tonight. And a few points to go with it. Knights down 30-22. 1:45 left in the first half. And a hold called on number 32, Justin Olivares. Let's look for this to be a theme here all night. This official known for his tight play calling. We'll see if the coaches get upset with that soon. Ball inbounded. Great play with the hands by Jalen Cobb. Sucked that in off a bad pass. Into Bochi Yidem and locked it out, but it looked like it was off of the hands of Justin Olivares, and I agree with this call. Oh, and overruled by Art. Ladies and gentlemen, I warned you that this may happen. That should have been a Loomis Chafee ball, but the official overruled the overturning of the call. And we'll see if that comes into play here between the relationship of the refs. Daly on the ball for the Knights. Olivares pops out, gets the ball, top of the shoulder. Olivares back to Daly. They've been playing good two-man ball and a nice crossover, but Daly lost his handle, coughed it up. Menard on the push now for the Pelicans. Down low to No Name. Can't get it to go. Wrestled for and picked up there by Roughly as he tippy-toed back inbounds. 3-on-2 opportunity for the Knights, and Daly chooses to go himself. Gets wrapped up. And Rock Battistoli not happy with the no call. Down low, looked like a bang-bang play. No decision was made. And Roughly started the break for the Knights there. Daly to inbound. Gets it into McQuaid, top of the key. McQuaid, couple of dribbles. And gets the ball to the Knights' primary ball handler, Daly. Daly on the drive. Tough shot up and over, and that's an air ball. Looked like he forced it a little bit. And Pelicans back the other way. Number 5, KJ Harris blows right past McQuaid, but a quick inbounds pass. And Roughly blocked there by 55 No Name. Menard draws a foul at the other end. Boy, Pelicans all of a sudden turning it on here at the end of the first half. Looked to me to be a foul, but no call given. Perhaps a makeup call, if you will, from the last possession down the court for the Pelicans. But as it stands, great chase down block there by the Pelicans. even though I disagree. Ball pops out to McQuaid. 3-on-2 break here for the Knights. McQuaid kicks it out, but not quickly enough. That was KJ Harris on the steal. And Loomis pushing the ball strong. Finish there by Jalen Cobb. 1 second left, and Daly jacks it up and can't hit. And the Knights, who didn't have a great start to this half, managed to keep it close, but a flurry there by Loomis towards the end of the half with a couple of turnovers, blocked shots, and fast break opportunities has the Pelicans atop the Knights 34-22 as we go into half and take a break. We'll be back after this brief message of silence. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been experiencing basketball here on the Hilltop, unfortunately without commentary for the past few minutes, as we thought that the microphone was plugged in when it wasn't. So welcome back to the Hilltop. As you can see, Knights down 19 points here, nearing the midpoint of the second half. Loomis Pelicans doing a good job of getting buckets and causing turnovers, and that's another one there by the Knights, as Stone wanted to stay in the corner. Daly wanted Stone to stay in the corner, but Stone made the curl. Miscommunication there from the Knights. Back into the game now for Loomis is number 24, Josh Menard, out of Higganum, Connecticut. Menard on the ball now. Kicks it out to number 30, Elias Dallaire. First time we've seen him in this match. Big rebound there by number 33, Jake Glazen. And he is fouled going back up. Non-shooting foul. And Sanchez out of the game as Olivares checks back in. Knights switching some of their matchups. Good defense here by the Knights, and picked off there by Daly. That could be a clear path foul. Looks like it should be, as Daly jumped the gun there, picked the ball off, and was fouled on his way to the basket. McQuaid will take the ball out of bounds for the Knights. Inbounded to Ruffley. Picked up there by Menard. Ruffley on the ball. Hands it off to Stone. Olivares way outside. Nice work and a nice rotational game here. Daly with a rack. And that'll be a foul on the ground, it looks like. Foul on Menard as Daly took the ball hard to the rack. I'll tell you what, after a long season, taking the ball into the paint is not easy. And Bryce Daly takes a pounding every game, but he is still fighting. Nice handoff. And Knights worked that play earlier in the first half and got it to go, but Daly couldn't get it to fall there. And a turnover. Menard tried to shovel it there to number 33, Glazen. Couldn't get it to go. Oh, Ruffley is hacked by multiple Loomis players. Thought he got hit on the head there, looking for a flagrant, but no call. And this will be taken out of bounds by Daly. And substitution allowed. This will be Winston Jules, number 5, coming in for the Knights as McQuaid takes a seat. Ball inbounded to Olivares. Asking Jules to come out and get the ball. Jules on the ball. Nice crossover. Straight to the rack and denied there by number 41, Adeleke Carrera, the Swiss national. Stone can't get the ball. Inbounded there to Olivares. Olivares bullying his way down low. Can he muscle it? And no. Can't get it to go. Dallaire with the ball for Loomis. Kicks it out to Menard. Back up top to number 2, Reese Brown. Kicks that to Gleason. Gleason back to Dallaire. Loomis slowing the ball down. Looking to post. Down low to Gleason. Gleason with a nice little hook, but can't get it to go. Long on the rim and rebounded there by Stone as Gleason goes down hard. That might have taken a couple of skin cells off of him right there. Once again, Daly fouled, going to the rack. Loomis doing a good job of fouling Daly before he can get a shot off. And the Knights once again will inbound the ball from beneath Loomis's hoop. This is Bochi Yidem back in the game for the Pelicans. Dominant force all night. Daly on the ball, repping the white Nike headband. A nice crossover there. Left to right, right to left. Can't get the finish. Look for the foul. Thought it was there, but no. Call from the refs. Bochi Yidem on the ball. Kicks it out wide to Dallaire. Dallaire on the ball now. To Brown. Back to Bochi Yidem, who bricks wide right on the backboard. And Jules picks up the errant ball for the Knights. Oh, and there's the beautiful spin move from Ruffley, taking the ball to the baseline and spinning his hips back around, and a nice finish there by Ruffley, who's got the spin move working late in the second half. He's been effective with that all year. Oh, and a great feed there by Carrera. Finds Bochi Yiadom, who flushes it with ease. Loomis Pelicans up 49-30 here with 9:20 left in the second half. Couple of shimmies by Olivares. Bullies his way and is just denied by Bochi Yiadom, who was having none of that. And a good pass down low from Olivares ends up in a walk for Winston Jules, spinning in the lane. And it has been tough going here in the second half for the Knights, as Loomis has just been overpowering on both ends of the floor. Ball inbounded to number 24, Josh Menard, the sophomore out of Haggenham, Connecticut. Loomis doing a good job of sharing the ball here late in the second half. Bochi Yiadom kicks out to Reese Brown and collected there by Daly. He's been all over the boards here this afternoon. Ruffley trying to get free. Ruffley sets the pick, slips the screen, and Daly kicks back out. And missed short there by Mitch McQuaid for the Knights. Menard on the ball. He's been a general all afternoon. Kicks it out to Bochi Yiadom, the dominant force, probably the best player on the court this afternoon. Good passing here by the Pelicans. Kicked out to Bochi Yiadom, who cashes that one in after throwing the pump from three. This kid can really ball here, and he has shown it all night. Daly picked up top there by number 30, Elias Dallaire. Roughly into the paint, puts the shoulder right into Carrera and gets the floater to go off the glass. Beautiful play there by Ruffley. We'll see if he can get it going after 2 buckets in the past couple possessions. Once again, Pelicans slowing it down. And Menard just opts to jack it up from distance, couple feet from behind the arc. And that is just straight cash, homie. Beautiful play by Menard. Ball fed down to Ruffley. Ruffley on the ball again, draws the foul on number 41, Adeleke Carrera. Knights looking to get Ruffley involved a little bit more here with 7 minutes and 17 seconds left in the second half. Nothing easy for the Knights here this afternoon, as the Pelicans have been all over them defensively. And Ruffley continues his good shooting streak from the line. I believe that's 5 for 5 this afternoon. We'll see if he can make it 6. And Ruffley cashes it in for his second. He's been smooth at the line all night. Ball out of bounds. Knights ball. Deflected off of the hands of number 14, Chase Collier, who has some springs. Almost dunked in warm-ups. Daly a nice cross and gets it to go. Beautiful play in the lane. Daly going left to right behind the back and getting the 6-foot jumper to go. Daly and Ruffley really keeping the Knights in it this afternoon, supplying the majority of the scoring for the boys. Sanchez on ball, defending Elias. Oh, and a nice crossover there, but an air ball. Poked out of bounds, and a great defensive play there by Dylan Sanchez on Dallaire as he deflected the ball off of the Loomis body, much to the disagreement of Dallaire. Pelicans up 54-36. Daly out to McQuaid, and Ruffley down low. Caught a nice window of opportunity and missed it on the blown layup. Great dish there by McQuaid after some good off-ball movement by Ruffley. Couldn't cash it in for the Knights. Stone back down the other end for the Knights. Kicks to the far corner. Good hands there by Ruffley, but he's called for the travel. Couldn't get the ball down early, and he will take a seat as Olivares checks back into the game for the Knights. On the ball now, Chase Collier, 14. Kicks it out wide, and a missed triple there by number 5, KJ Harris, as Daly takes the ball back up the court for the Knights. Olivares sets the screen, slips the screen. Daly blows right past both defenders. And a great job in the two-man game there by Daly and Olivares. They've had it going pretty well here tonight. Pelicans in the lane, can't get it to go. Sanchez on the rebound. Daly, high usage rating for the Knights here this year. Crossover, shake, and a foul called on number 30, Elias Dallaire, and he does not agree with that one either. And we're got a 20-second timeout here for the Knights. Dotson not leaving any opportunities for coaching go to waste here, as the Knights currently down pretty big here in the second half. Daly to the line for the Knights. 1-1 as the Knights are in the bonus. Cash is in the first. Daly really leading the Knights tonight and all season. Gets the second to go as number 5, KJ Harris, takes the ball up the court for the Pelicans, who lead here with 5 minutes to go in the second. Loomis taking the ball hard, and that's a foul on number 13, Mitch McQuaid. Cobb to the line for 2. Gets the second to go. And Loomis is now up 56-40 with 5 minutes left to play here in the second half from Salisbury School. Step back by Daly. Kicks it out to Sanchez. Down low. And Olivares playing some bully ball as Gleason tried to draw the offensive foul. Couldn't get it to go. And a foul called on number 10. Brandon Ruffley not happy with it as he, a Loomis player, and Dylan Sanchez went caroming into each other. Tough call there for the boys. Out on the floor now is assistant athletic trainer Willie Morsch. Don't necessarily think that's part of his job description, but he's the man with the towel, the man with the will. And he's appreciated by one fan here and shakes his head in appreciation. Daly on ball now for the Knights. Up to Olivares. Top of the key. Olivares dribble. Back to Daly. Daly triple. Misses off the front iron and kicked out there to number 5. KJ Harris on the break. And more easy buckets for Loomis. Roughly handling now. Couple of pretty moves. Baby jumper with the left off the near iron. And Gleason on the ball now. Blocked there by Daly. Nice play down low. And that'll be another foul. Roughly can't buy one tonight. Wanted the block. Looked clean, but not so according to the ref. Timeout Knights. Gleason to the line for 2. Looking to extend the Pelicans' lead with 4:11 to go in the second half. Up on the hilltop. Bricks the first one. Bench not happy with him. Give him a little sarcastic jab. And bricks the second. But a foul. And this one's really slowing down here, folks, as both teams in the bonus now. And Olivares fouled off the rebound. Will go to the line to shoot 1 and 1. We'll see if he can get the first one to go. Misses short. And the shooting woes continue from 3, from inside, from the free throw line. Knights can't get a bucket. Oh, nice play there by Ruffley. Got his hands in the lane to poke it away from the Pelican. McQuaid on the dribble in the corner now. Kicks to Olivares, and that will be a travel. Got to get the ball on the ground. Took a quick stutter step. And a nice defensive effort by Ruffley. Does not end in a basket for the Knights. 12, Jalen Cobb on the ball for the Pelicans. Guarded there by 13 for the Knights. Mitch McQuaid. And back to Cobb. Cobb pulls up for three and swishes it right in McQuaid's grill. Everything working for the Pelicans here this afternoon. Daly on the goal. Picked up there by Harris. Pick chooses to opt out of it. And back in. Daly, top of the key. Right into the lane. Can't get a go off the back iron. And it's going to be a foul there on 32 Olivares, who disagrees. But Gleason grabbed. And he will go to the line to shoot 1-1 after just missing his last two free throws. Checking back into the game now for Loomis is number 41, Carrera. Gleason can't get the first one to fall. That's three in a row that he's missed. Pushed up the court by Daly. Daly back on the ball, dribbling with his left. He's comfortable with that hand. Switches to the right, can't get it to go. Gets his own board and goes straight up for it. Daly just outworking the rest of the court right now and doing everything for the Knights in this half. Not a lot of help from his support staff tonight. Cobb on the ball for the Pelicans. Again picked up by McQuaid. Kicked out wide to Harris. Pelicans being patient and chucked the ball out of bounds. Carrera tried to hit the hands of Cobb, but unfortunately Cobb pulled up short and Carrera chucked it into the crowd. Crowd might be a strong word. That was actually the bench. Olivares cannot get that one to go. And a beautiful crossover there by number 12, Jalen Cobb, who is just having his way right now. Not enough defense from the Knights. Daly on the ball, rotating now. Up to Ruffley. Sanchez back to Ruffley. Ruffley again can't get it to go. Gets his own board and blocked by Carrera, who came out of nowhere. Pogo sticks for legs there from Carrera. And then swished again there by Cobb. Cobb is really having his way here in the second half. And Daly will go to the line. Second time that Ruffley has gotten his own rebound and gone up strong. Earning the foul last time, and this time down the court. Blocked by Carrera on a beautiful play there. Ruffley struggling from three-point this afternoon. Some Knights into the game now. Stone checking in for Olivares. And Jules in for McQuaid. The Iron Man, Daly, still on the court for the Knights. Shooting 2 shots. And checking into the game now, number 11, Gil Gasana for number 10, Brandon Ruffley. And my advisee, number 4, the People's Champ, Seth Gelwarg, in for number 3, Bryce Daly. Looks like Dodson's going to sit down his starters for the last minute 35 here. Salisbury on the press. Broken by Loomis. Ball mishandled, but picked up again there by 20. That's Des Ravinas. And a good play there by number 2, Dylan Sanchez, who goes up strong after the steal. Wanted the foul, didn't get it. Beautiful end-to-end work there by Sanchez. The senior in his last year, second to last game for the Knights. Oh, and that is jacked up by number 22 into the game. Philip Martini, bartender from downtown. Kid's rocking a headband right now made out of pre-wrap. Oh, and a beautiful pass there by Gil Gasana inside to Winston Jules, who misses on the first, gets his own rebound and puts it up for the second. Nice play there by Gil Gasana on the pass and the hustle play by number 5, Winston Jules. Coughed up there and batted back out. And a sling pass all the way across. Knights can't hop on it. The shooter, Martini, with the ball now. Doesn't look to dribble, but a nice pass down low to Tylen Crump, the 6'1 guard out of East Hartford, Connecticut. And number 22, Philip Martini out of Westfield, New Jersey, making his presence felt here. Gelwarg on the dribble, kicks it back out. Sanchez from distance. Can't get it to go. And that'll be all, folks. Pelicans picking up a confident 72-48 victory here over the Knights.
How's it going, Art? Good, how are you? I'll see you in a couple months.
Knights drop their second to last game here with one more to go. This Saturday, please join us in our last live streamed event of the winter. Our last programmed live stream event of the winter. This will be Saturday at 7 p.m. at home as the Knights take on the powerhouse of Suffield. Please stay tuned. Knights hockey picked up a big win this afternoon against Hotchkiss, up 4-0 in the second. Who knows what it ended up as, but it looks like the Knights are finishing off a strong season on the ice and are looking to secure home ice advantage, in which case we will most definitely bring you a feed. Well, folks, tough one there for the Knights. One left to go. We'll see you back here Saturday night, 7 p.m. Drive safe.